All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Mimo, welcome. What's in the box, right? So I actually kind of know what's already in the box, but before we get to what's actually in the box, I kind of wanted to just talk a little bit about how we got here to begin with. So here's the deal with these snack box things, or like meal prep, snack box, those kind of things. I am not a fan of them. I am absolutely not a fan of these box subscription stuff. If only because they are freaking expensive. Like, have you seen the cost of one of these things like delivered to you? It's like 40 or 50 bucks. And if you're doing like a meal prep thing each week, that's like 30 or 40, 50 bucks per week. That's $200 a month. And I don't know. Maybe you spend that much in a week for yourself or maybe your family. That's perfectly fine. Or you're too lazy to make your own food, or can't cook your own food. Either way. But these things can get pretty expensive. I don't know how people justify doing these things, but I will admit there are some neat box ideas, and the Japanese box ideas, the Japanese box snacks box stuff are one of those nice ideas that I think is worth a look into. Now, depending on what you're into, there's a few things you can do, and we'll go over that here in a sec. But I just want to say right now, this stream is not sponsored. Please sponsor me, Sakuraco or Boxu. We're not doing Boxu today. But Boxu is another service, Boxu is another Japanese snack service that a lot of people have reviewed, a lot of people like. But the reason why I'm doing Sakuraco instead of Boxu is because I don't usually see Sakuraco getting reviewed as much. Also, let me just show you what kicked this off. I'm probably gonna have to adjust some stuff on screen. Let's make sure. Alright. I'm gonna have to move myself. Wait, we don't move it. We don't move it there. We move this way. Let's go. Down this way. Alright, so this is the not Boxu, Sakuraco website, alright? So I just kind of want you to see what we might be into. I think baksu is more of a baksu. I think it's more like a general Japanese snack thing. This and they might have some regional stuff also, but Sakuraco, I think it's more like tea base oriented the way their snacks are. So what really got me is this thing. The Arita Porcelain Collection campaign. Hello, Kizutu. Yukiro, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Also, toilet bowl food review. How's it going? I think I've seen one of those toilet bowl food stuff before, but today we're doing Sakuraco. It's a Japanese snacks box. Hello, raccoon. Welcome. But what got me into wanting to do this today is this Arita Porcelain Collection campaign. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I am a sucker for porcelain stuff. Like, check this out. Come on, check this out. I'm doing fine, thank you. I'm a little tired from work. I didn't really get much rest this past couple of hours, but I'm doing okay otherwise. So we'll get some much needed refreshments from this. But I'm a fan of porcelain stuff. I don't think I've ever mentioned that before. But ceramics, these really pretty, what do you call this? Is really pretty, really collectible stuff. I actually have a couple of ceramics from Arita in Japan. Arita is known for their pottery, their porcelain. I think it's the highest, or at least most well-known pottery site in Japan. And if you get a pottery, porcelain, ceramic thing from Arita, you know it's a fairly high quality stuff and also fairly fancy. So that's my short end of it. But they had this porcelain campaign, and they were giving out this little tiny tea set for 12 months. Also this teacup for a 6-month subscription. Also these plates for a 3-month subscription. Now, me being a little greedy, I kind of went for the 12-month subscription because I don't really have a nice teapot, and I like my tea, and I also like my tea being in a nice little teapot. So this is what I got. We'll check it out here after we get through this part. But yeah, so this is what got me into it, and then I figured, hey, why don't we take a look at what they have to offer and see if it's actually worth it. Used to love porcelain stuff, but I broke one, so I was traumatized to hold one or be near one. This is true. I have broken. I'm trying to look behind me right now, and I have 2 broken bowls behind me. One from Arita when I went to Japan a couple years ago when I was visiting Fukuoka. So in Fukuoka, around the train station, they have like pop-up stands everywhere around the, what do you call this? The souvenir area where you can buy a bunch of snacks to bring home. And one of the pop-up stands was a porcelain area. I think I have a picture of that actually. Let's see if I can find it really quick. But I'm just a sucker for porcelain stuff, and I don't know why. I honestly don't know why I'm like this, but I just like how cute, I like how functional it is, and I have no shame regarding that. Can't find it, it's gonna take a little too long. So let's not do that. Picks up broken porcelain after unboxing. Sure, I can do that. Actually, one of them I did on stream for kintsugi repair. I had to actually re-break that because the epoxy is not food safe. So I have to buy a proper kintsugi repair kit at some point to actually properly repair these. I found one, I think it costs like 80, 100 bucks. So probably that's gonna be probably either next paycheck, or if I feel like buying it this time, I'm gonna grab it. Porcelain I broke was very old. It was owned by grandma. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, like so. The thing about when you break pottery in porcelain, it's especially if it has a huge sentimental value. It really hurts you quite a bit. So I feel that even if it's something just like, oh, I got this as a souvenir, and it's really hard to replace. I don't want to toss it away. There is a way to repair it. You can do a kintsugi repair, or you can get some epoxy and try to repair it that way. Whichever you prefer, it's probably better than just tossing it out. But so this is the Sakuraco that we're gonna do today. Let me see, where is it? What's in the box? So past boxes. So they actually kind of give you a preview of what the box is. So I don't know if this is what we're actually gonna get. We're gonna open it and find out. But this is Hokkaido Summer. So Hokkaido, if you're not familiar with the geography of Japan, Hokkaido is that one giant piece of the island way up north. It used to be its own area before it was annexed into mainland Japan. And I think that's mainly where most of the Ainu people, which is like indigenous Japanese people, live. So, that short history. Hokkaido is very cold in the winter, cool in the summer, and apparently has the best cheese and dairy. So yeah, that's very nice. We'll go through the travel guide later. I kind of want to go through a little travel session after or during, maybe during we eat. I haven't been to Hokkaido before, but I really want to do a Hokkaido trip one of these days. It's just that you probably need at least a good 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 weeks just to explore the entire place. Wisconsin has the best cheese. You know what, Bella? I suppose Wisconsin's also pretty good. I've had some of their cheese, but Hokkaido cheese is also pretty good. But for Japan, it's their best cheese, and Japan's not known for their cheese. Korea is has better cheese than Japan overall, but Hokkaido cheese and dairy, pretty good. Wisconsin, though, yes, I do agree. They do have pretty good cheese there. Anyway, so that was that Sakuraco box. Let me just quickly take you to the other boxes that this company has. So they also have a Tokyo treat box, which is just your general Japanese snacks, Pocky, and some popcorn. Looks like some Fanta drinks. The boxes have themes depending on the season, I guess. But there's a Tokyo treat one. There's also this Yume Tweens, which is like cute subscription box stuff. So I guess this one has Pokemon and keychains and all that stuff. I know there's like an anime box. I actually used to do an anime box before, but I didn't like it too much, so I had to like get rid of it. But this one, if you're into cute stuff, I guess Yume Twins from this side's pretty good too. And then there's also this Japanese and Korean beauty subscription box. So if you like taking care of your skin and beauty products, this might be something you want to check out. And I think the rest of this is just random stuff. So, oh no, this one you might be able to. Nope, we don't care about that one. So there's this thing called Tokyo Catch. Apparently it's like crane game prizes you can trade in points for. We're not going to do that. But anyway, back to this Sakuraco. We're going to do this today. So let me just switch on the camera really quick. Okay, so turn this browser thing off. Where's my camera? Camera. Okay, camera on. Let me just grab... Where the heck did I put this? Oh, okay. Okay, so before we open the box, I just want to take a really quick look at this pot that they sent with the box for the 12-month subscription thing. Alright. So let's see how nice this actually is. Yes, hands. It's a little difficult for me to do cooking streams and these arts and craft kind of streams without showing my hands. So yes, hands. And as you can notice, I don't have any gloves. We don't eat food with gloves. No gloves. Well, you wear your gloves when you're in the lab, but you do not eat food with gloves. Got it? Good. That is a hazard, so don't do that. Okay, so what do we got here? We have pot. Very nice. I'm trying to center this in the camera. Very nice floral pattern. I think this is a cherry blossom pattern. Wear gloves when prepping raw meat? Yeah, you can. I think you can, but you don't want to eat finished food with gloves. Unless it's one of those clear vinyl gloves that you get for the crab boil and stuff, if you don't want to mess that up, but it's going to get torn up anyway, so why would you? But anyway, we have pot here. And it looks like we have a leaf basket, a little strainer thing for your tea leaves. Tea leaves, people, if you want really good tea, use tea leaves. Do not use the bags. Though I think there are some actually good tea bags because they actually use whole leaves. But yeah, this is a pretty nice setup. Okay, and then we got the lid here. It's cute. It's very nice. So here's the lid, and underneath the lid, not sure how clear this is actually. There's I'm not sure what this is, but it must be. It's probably like the mark of the maker or something. That's what I want. That's what I want to say, but don't quote me on that. I can't read that. It's a little difficult to read. But yeah, teapot. We might use this here in a bit, but I probably still need to wash it before I use it. So maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, let's actually open the box now, guys. Let's see. All right, here we go. Sakuraco box. So you can see, it's actually a very nice box. So actually, this box came from Japan, straight from Japan. And if I have the packing slip still with me, it actually came from Tokyo, and it apparently shipped from a place called Otaku. Like, let me just spell it out. Otaku. I don't know where that is in Tokyo, but that's what the place is called. Box is very nice. I probably will reuse this for presents and stuff. So, very high quality box as expected of Japan. Sasuga Nihon. And we have a seal here. What we're gonna have to take off before we can open this. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see what we have. Okay, I don't have much room on this desk, so it's going to be a little difficult. Okay, so what we have here, let me see if I can get the picture. It says, "Nice to meet you. Let's have tea. All the best things are shared. Post and tag Sakuraco." Yes, we'll probably do that after the stream, so that Sakuraco knows that we got this. So they gave us a postcard. Which way does this go? Okay, so I need to go this way then. Okay, so Sakuraco gave us a postcard for, I think, Tanabata. So Tanabata, when was Tanabata? 7th of this month. And this says, so let's put that on screen really quick. I wonder if I can focus on that so that you guys can read it also. So midsummer greetings to Sakuraco family, and it's probably a little bit too blurry for the screen, so let me read it for you guys. Thank you once again. Thank you for once again joining us for a Japanese culinary exploration. With its white sand beaches and beautiful local culture, Okinawa holds a special place in my heart. Okay, so this is an Okinawa box. This is not Hokkaido. My bad. I thought Okinawa was going to be in August, so that's why I didn't mention it. But I guess this is for Okinawa, and I've never been to Okinawa before, so that's someplace I need to check out at some point. But it's okay. So the Sakuraco team and I are so happy to be bringing you unique flavors from this tropical paradise. Okinawa is particularly famous for their gorgeous Beni Imo purple sweet potato, and rich brown sugar made from locally grown sugarcane. So we had to include sweets infused with these iconic flavors. On top of these, you'll get to taste confections made with citrus and other fruits cultivated year-round. The perfect treat to enjoy as you imagine the refreshing ocean breeze. Relax and enjoy the rest of the summer. Love, Ayumi Chikamoto. I don't know who you are, Ayumi, but Ayumi-chan, thank you. I do recommend, as a bucket list kind of thing, visit Japan at least once for at least 3 weeks. 2 weeks is too short. 1 week is too short. 3 weeks minimum, please. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Okay, so apparently we also get this pamphlet of extra goodies. Scan me for your claim streak. So that's for me. That's for me. But what we have here. So I guess they have a photo contest too, but this pamphlet is actually really, really nice. Really high quality paper. So that's one page. This is the this is the other page. I'm not sure if that's visible. But let's just flip through this really quick. So apparently this takes you to... This tells you about the culture in Okinawa, Okinawa's Day of the Dead. Beni Imo, Okinawa's purple potato. So this is an actual potato. Now there's another purple potato that you might be familiar with called ube. Ube is more commonly found in Southeast Asia. It's not the same thing as this. It's probably not as... Ube is probably not quite as purple as this. I don't know if they're gonna taste the same, but they can get mistaken pretty easily, so. Let's see. So this actually shows you the snacks that we'll also get as we go through this. We'll go through them as we explore what's in the box. Yes, Philippines. So actually, for those who don't know, I was actually born in the Philippines. So, and I've visited the Philippines a few times since I have left. I do want to do some Filipino food stuff on stream, or at least as a video, depending on how I feel like on the day. But yeah, we'll also explore some Filipino foods here and in the future. Some traditional, maybe it's not so traditional, and maybe stuff that might trigger some people. But that's spoilers for another time. Anyway, what do we have here today? We have Okinawa tofu chips. Let me see if I can find that page. So this is... It says this has soy, yeah, it's tofu, and wheat, probably the fried stuff. Filipino, hey! Kumusta? Vegetarian friendly, handmade with shima tofu, a tofu essential to Okinawan cuisine. Mini salted chips as a crunchy snack you won't be able to put down. Enjoy them as they are for a light snack, or put them in a salad to give them some crunch. Well, let's see about that. Cute packaging, very nice. Whenever you get Japanese snacks, you always have some kind of cute stuff, or at least it looks kind of cute or wacky. In this case, it's just nice and cute. Mayos naman, kulang lagi ng tulog. Please get some sleep. I don't know how much sleep you got. Oh, speaking of sleep, I barely got like 4 hours of sleep last night. That's pretty bad. Probably why I feel so tired right now, actually. But anyway, I don't know how many calories this is. I think it says like 104 calories for the entire bag. So, but we're just gonna do a little taste test. So let's give this one a try. All right, so what does it look like compared to the package? You know what? It's actually pretty similar. It's actually pretty similar. And the crunch? Not bad. Not bad. The taste, though, to me is a little plain. I don't think I could even taste that much salt on there, but let me try again. Yeah, it's quite plain. To me, it's quite plain. I definitely taste the tofu. Salt, not heavily salted. There's a little bit on there, but if I was gonna pair this with something, I would pair it maybe with some vinegar or ketchup. Shake it. No, there's nothing to shake. There's nothing to shake. What are you talking about? There's nothing to shake there. It's just tofu. It's just tofu chips. Oh, you know what? You know what this reminds me? So if you ever had those Chinese takeouts, right? The Chinese takeouts. This tastes like the wonton stuff. It's more flavorful than the wonton that you put in your soup or whatever. But it's fairly similar. It's not bad, but I need a little something extra for this. Vinegar. When in doubt, put vinegar on it. Especially the spiced vinegar. That's great stuff. Okay, so that's the tofu chips. What do we have next here? So I think this is a sweet snack. Brown sugar, it looks like, with... I don't know what the heck is in the middle. So this is called Okinawa Bunka Meika. I have no idea what that is. What the heck is it? What the heck is this? That's not it. Where is this on the pamphlet? Is it even on the pamphlet? Oh, it should be. I don't see it in the pamphlet. I don't see this thing in the pamphlet. It probably is caramel. Oh, there we go. Brown sugar. So brown sugar sisha candy. So sisha is their like those little lion head things that you might see on temples, or that's, well, it's mostly, I think, in Okinawa. The last time, at least only in Okinawa, you typically see the shisha stuff. Let me see if I can find a picture of that really quick here. So we're not in Hokkaido anymore, we're going to Okinawa. So Okinawa travel guide. Ah, good. That's a good picture right there. So you see this creature on the banner over here. That is a sisha. That's typically what they look like, and that's what our snack also is going to look like. Or at least it's based on that. It being brown sugar, I'm expecting something super sweet though. But let's see. Let's give that a shot. So it's actually pretty tiny. You can see how big it is compared to my hand here. Just bite-sized little merlion. Oh yeah, merlion. It's pretty close to a merlion, minus the mer part. And if we can get a little focus on here, camera. Can we get focus on that? My camera's not the best, but it'll do. So that's kind of what it looks like. Brown sugar all around. Oh my gosh, I can't bite through this. It is brown sugar though. Caramel brown sugar on the outside. And I have no idea what this is on the inside. It probably is more brown sugar, so brown sugar on brown sugar. This is gonna make me so thirsty. I need to get some water. Hold on, please. I need to get some water. All right, that's actually pretty tasty though. So it's pure sugar, but unlike your typical hard candy sugar, the outside's a little bit softer. Probably because it's brown sugar. I'm not sure if that's a thing. And the inside is even more brown sugar apparently. But you know, it's not bad. It's not. Okay, I take it back. It's a little bit on the sweet side. Duh, sugar, right? But if you pair this with some tea, I think it would be pretty good. Yema. Remind me what yema is. It's been a while since I had it. But I think if I'm thinking right, it might be a little less sweet than yema. I know in the Philippines we tend to have like super, super sweet stuff. Super sweet stuff. But no, it's gonna be a little bit harder than Yama, I think, and maybe a little less sweet than that. I feel like. But this one, I would say it's definitely one of those nice souvenir snacks, or at least one of the nice snacks you can have with tea, because of how sweet it is. Speaking of tea, so Sakuraco, the other reason why I went with them is because they also give you, I don't know if it's in every box, but they also give you random kitchenware. It's not necessarily pottery, but kitchenware. So in this box there is a bowl, a nice it's a plastic bowl. I think it's melamine. I don't something like that. But this is probably a bowl you would put soup in or rice, but it's got this nice floral pattern. Miso bowl, yeah. Or rice, either way. Pretty cool though, pretty cool. Okay, my desk space is very small, so I need to clear this out. Okay, so far, well, what have we had? We had the tofu chips. Tofu chip is meh. It needs a little extra flavor for me personally. Sugar, so far good. Okay, so what do we have here? These are your typical rice cracker snacks. Let me see if there's any particular notes on this though. But this looks like normal rice cracker snacks to me. But made in Okinawa, supposedly made in Okinawa. I can't read this. Hikuichi Arare. That might be the company name. Let me see if there's any special notes about this though. How's everyone doing today, by the way? If I haven't asked that yet, how's everyone doing today? What time is it in your place? And are you having a good time? Just a little health check. Okay, so that's the special thing about this. So this is a kombu arare cracker, so kombu is a type of seaweed, which I think that's what you typically use in miso soup, or dashi at least. So this one says it has wheat, soy, shrimp, vegetarian friendly? Of course not, because of the shrimp. Traces of alcohol, apparently. Made with 100% Japan-grown rice, kombu arare are a delicious way to add some crunch into your snack experience. Filled with delicious flavors from seaweed to shrimp to soy sauce. Let's see if I can actually taste all that. It looks like there's at least one green rice cracker in here. Usually that means there might be some wasabi, but I don't know if that's true or not in this case. Oh, here's the kombu. Okay, so the kombu is not mixed into the seasoning apparently. It's its own thing. So here's the kombu. It is very dry, and you can snap it in half with one hand. I don't think the crunch went too well in the mic, but ooh, that's a little bitter. Holy crap, that's a little bitter. I was not expecting that. Normally, well, I guess normally you don't eat kombu. Maybe if you put this in like soup or something, it might be better. But would not recommend eating this by itself. Let's put that back for now. Okay, so we have a white rice cracker. Let's see what this tastes like. The ASMR is not working too well. Let's see if I can do something about that though. It tastes a little shrimpy, the white one. Not very overly strong shrimp taste, very salty though. But if I was expecting salt, I'm expecting it from this brown one, which is a uh, which should be a soy sauce flavor one. It should be soy sauce, right? Mmm, that that is nice. The brown one is nice. The soy sauce flavored cracker is nice. I'm sorry, my camera does not do justice to what I'm seeing right now. And I need to get a better camera one of these days, or at least be able to hook up my good camera on here. But this is nice. This one's nice. Nice soy sauce caramel flavor, not caramelized, but not sweet kind of caramel. If that makes any sense. Maybe this one's a shrimp one. Maybe it's a shrimp one. Let me see. So there's a green cracker. It's not. It doesn't show up very well on camera as green, but it should have a little bit of tint. Hmm. I think that's more. That has a bit more of a shrimp flavor than the white ones do, but if I'm being honest, I can't. I can't taste any shrimp flavor. Seaweed, maybe a little bit. I definitely tasted the soy sauce on those dark ones, but shrimp, it must be a little bit too subtle for me to taste. But overall, this is your typical salty bar snack kind of thing anyway, so alcohol or juice. Juice also would work work well with this. The green one was not danger. There was no wasabi, so it was fine. It was fine. Very, it's pretty nice though. It's pretty nice. So okay, let's move on to the next one. Filipino tongues are too powerful. I don't know. What do you mean by too powerful? Like we can taste a bunch of stuff, or we need a lot of flavor to be able to actually taste anything. All right, so let's go with this next. I think I have. Let me see. Do I have two or just one? I may have two of the. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's go with this one since I'm on the same page anyway. So this is. So this is lightly salted red bean manju. So if you don't know what a manju is, it's basically just bread with filling. But I think the bread on the outside is like not toasted, but baked, like kind of baked in a certain way to where it's like usually brown all over. It's not so much. It's not like a cook. It's not quite a cookie. It's kind of like between bread and cookie. But this one says it uses Okinawan sea salt with rich red bean paste. Manju is the perfect way to balance the flavors of the filling while adding a light and chewy texture. Red beans are kind of nice. I know there are some people that are not a fan of red beans because it's used everywhere, and let's be honest. In Japan and at least East Asia, they use red beans everywhere. I don't think I've seen red beans used so much anywhere else except Japan and East Asia. But here we are. There's the manju, very small, very cute. You definitely want some tea with this one, but I don't have any tea to make, I think. Oh, I do. They gave me a pack of tea here. I don't have any hot water prepared yet, but I think I should. I do have some water ready. Let me just hit the water pitcher really quick and so that we can get this thing brewing. I'm kind of curious what flavor this tea is going to be. So, be right back again. Sorry about that. All right, I'm back. I got some water boiling away in the kitchen, so as soon as that's boiled, we'll be able to use this pack of tea and see how that tastes. They say only old people love red beans and paste and such, but that isn't true. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But I can see why, because you know red beans are probably what they're used to back in the day when sugar wasn't quite as common in the foods. You know, like I don't know. I'm just thinking 1950s, 1960s Japan. That's probably when sugar was used a lot more in their foods. Don't quote me on that though. I'm not really good at my food history as far as Japan's concerned. But my gut feeling is that's probably when they started, or maybe around the 80s when during the boom and stuff, when they started using a whole lot of processed sugar. But red bean, definitely a very traditional Japanese ingredient. Not to say it's only used in Japan, but they use it a lot in traditional Japanese sweets. And they use it very creatively, where you don't think that red bean's actually a ingredient, but if it's sweet and it's wagashi, expect it to be some kind of red bean. Just expect it to be some kind of red bean. But here we are. So this is the manju, and it's very squishy. It's a little squishy, so it's not a cookie. It's between bread. It's between bread and cookie. The outside is let me see if I can get that on microphone. Do you hear that? It's very bread-like. It's very bread-like on the outside, but it's not quite bread. Let's break it open though, to see what's in the inside. So that's what's in the inside. The red bean isn't quite what do you call it? It's not quite pasty like what it would be in some manju, but that's probably because this has to be packaged, so it's gonna be a little dry. Let me see how the taste is though. The outside is kind of what I expected, a little bit dry, a little bit on the bready side. The inside of the manju, yeah, you need tea with this. Definitely need tea with this. Anything sweet, to be honest, tea would be good for. Now, it doesn't matter if it's Japanese or not. Just anything sweet. Take your Oreo cookie, take your Chips Ahoy, get some green tea or black tea, and eat those cookies with those tea. Don't use milk, use tea. Milk is fine and all, but use tea. Try it. Try it. But this is, oh my god. That's pretty sweet. And if you don't drink any tea with this, it's gonna dehydrate. This is gonna dehydrate you. Drier than the desert. Holy crap. This needs tea. This really needs tea. I'm gonna save the other half of this for now, until that tea is ready. Pretty good though. Pretty good. Just a little dry for my taste, but that's probably because of the way it has to be packaged and preserved. If you get fresh manju, it's definitely going to be a lot more fluffy, and the inside a bit more moist, and definitely much better than the packaged stuff. This is not bad, but fresh manju, whenever you are in Japan, try to find some. It's good. See what we got next here. Oh, I don't hear my kettle beeping at me. Let's see what we got. So we had... Oh, let's try this one next. Sorry, I really need some tea. So let's try this one next. The Snowball Shinsuko. Now I don't know if this is a slang for something, but normally, if you've watched enough Japanese anime, you know, chin chin or chinko is slang for. I guess Yukari knows. It's slang for a guy's. What's a guy's ding dong? Let's just say a guy's ding dong. But it's called chin. It's okay. Just to put a legit comparison to this, spotted dick. A spotted dick is an actual appropriately named food from Britain. I don't know what the heck it is. Oh yeah, pee-pee, that's good. It's the same thing. Chinsko, snow salt chinsko. This is soy wheat, and apparently not vegetarian friendly because it has traces of pork. Chinsko is one of Okinawa's most desired sweets, so it's supposed to be sweet. Thick and sweet shortbread that quickly became a specialty of the region, and the added gentle salting brings out the sweetness of the cookie. Huh. Let's see if we can find it. It's okay, it's not this one. Is it? It's not this one either. Where the heck is that Chinsko? I don't think it's this. Honestly, I don't know what a spotted dick is. I just know it's food, and it's legit food. Okay, so this is the Chinsuko, and I think one of our pee-pee has broken into tiny pieces with this bikini. It is a bikini, if you can see that. And let's try this broken piece one. Did they only give me one? No, they gave me two. But this one's broken. This one's kind of broken, so we're gonna open this one first. But hey, it's a bikini. It's a two-piece. Yeah, it looks nice on it. Don't you agree? Wait, which way does this go? Don't you agree that it looks kind of nice? Chinsuko. All right, let's see this. Okay, so far, shortbread crumbly. I get it. It's not too crumbly. It does. Let's see. How hard is this? So it's actually fairly solid for a shortbread. I think there's some shortbread I've had that crumbles as soon as you try to press on it. This has some resistance to it. At least it's not going to break apart. But somehow this cracked. It might have been because of the packing. Very snappy, actually. Okay. That is a very snappy snack. Lightly sugared. I like it. I don't taste the salt. And probably you don't want to, but the salt and the sugar on this snack balance so well with each other. This is actually really, really good. It's not super dry. Well, it is dry. It is dry, but it doesn't dry you out. It does, if that makes any sense. Probably because there's a little salt in here to balance out the sugar. That you can actually taste the sugar and it not dry you out at the same time. Like, at least right now, I'm not getting dried out eating this compared to eating the manju. If I eat the manju, this thing will suck all the moisture out of my throat and I'm gonna be a mummy for the next 3,000 years. I eat this and I will actually be enjoying the summer. In the probably 40 Celsius heat or 100-degree weather, this actually will not dry me as much as this thing will. Let me check the water. It should have beeped by now. Darn. All right, I have a cup of hot water. Here we go. So I'm not sure the steam, you can see a little bit of steam on camera. So we'll go ahead and, well, it depends on the tea. So let me check what kind of tea this is before we open it. Actually, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it so it can start brewing, and then we'll figure out what kind of tea it is. So normally I scoff at bagged tea, and because when you do bagged tea, you typically get like small, really small leaves, or at least like dust from the tea leaves, and that is not really great stuff. That's what Lipton uses, and a bunch of the cheap tea products. So if you're wondering why your tea tastes so bitter, it's probably because of the dust, not the tea itself. Like, if you use whole tea leaves and brew that properly, you should not taste too much bitterness. There's going to be a little bit, but it's not going to be overbearing. But because you use like tea dust and use really high temperatures to brew that, that's going to come out bitter, and it's probably the main reason why people don't like tea, unless you like that bitter flavor, in which case just drink coffee. Just drink coffee. Let me see if I can find the tea here. And I'll say this right now, I'm not a fan of coffee for two reasons. For two reasons. So coffee, I don't like the flavor of coffee when actually drinking it as a drink. Probably because I haven't had good coffee also, so there's also that. But the second thing is I don't like getting the jitters from coffee, and I do get the jitters from just drinking 1 cup of coffee. I can drink 2 cups of tea and still be okay. But if I drink 1 cup of coffee, I get jitters for the rest of the day, and I don't like that. So I avoid it as much as possible. But I do like coffee candy and coffee flavored snacks. Like, I'll eat coffee ice cream and kopiko. Those are fine. To only taste it a few times in your whole life, which one? Tea or coffee? And suggest hot water, not boiling water. It depends on the tea, really. It depends on the tea, really. Black tea, I think. I've been trying to get the temperatures down a bit more recently. Black tea, I think, requires boiling water, which is 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the more delicate teas are a little bit more nuanced, so you can go as low as 160 Fahrenheit, 170, 180, those kinds of things. But yeah, the tea brewing temperatures are nuanced depending on the tea leaves you're using. But black tea, typically I think is brewed boiled. Not exactly sure why, I don't know the science behind it, but that's how you do it, and that's how you get the best flavor from those kinds of teas. For green tea, you don't use boiled water. You typically use, I think, around 160 Fahrenheit or 170, depending on what variety of tea it is. Otherwise, you overboil it. It's not. So what happens if you use too hot of a water on tea is tannins. So tannins are these oils that are on the outside of fruits, leaves, that kind of thing. If you boil that too much, the liquid becomes bitter. I found this out the hard way when I was trying to boil lemon peels in soup in hopes of making it sour. And that was a bad move on my part, and I learned my lesson. Don't do that, because it made my soup very, very bitter. Same thing with tea. Okay, coffee, yeah. I've drank coffee a couple of times just to see if I can actually take it, and once by accident. I try to avoid as much as possible. But anyway, this is the tea we are drinking today. It's called Sanpincha tea. So what is Sanpincha tea? It is known as a blend of Chinese and Japanese tea that first came to Okinawa during the days of the Ryukyu Kingdom. With a signature jasmine flavor. Okay, so this got jasmine tea in here. It's exactly what you need for a refreshing summer pick-me-up. Drink hot, simply dissolve 1 sachet of 100 mils of hot water in this one. Okay, that's more than 100 mils in here. That's more than 100 mils of water in my cup. Hopefully that's not too much. Oh, okay, so I can also brew this cold, but I have to steep it for at least 6 hours in the fridge. Don't got time for that. Hopefully they gave me another packet of that so I can try it. Let me So I don't know if it's oh, okay, that's hot. Okay, let's not do that. Well, it's not a tea mix. It's not a tea mix. It's actually tea leaves. I don't know why they say dissolve, but there's actual tea leaves here, so it's not like it dissolved in the water. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. It's still a little warm, so let me give this a try. Ooh, that's nice. It's pretty much jasmine tea. I don't know if they mix anything else in here. But that one with this manju. Oh my gosh. That's very nice. That's very nice. There's good tea. There's good tea. Or at least I like it. I don't know if anyone else likes this kind of tea, but I do like it. And I only ate a little bit of the chinsko, but we need to get moving. We'll be here forever if I just eat pack by pack here. But the chinsko's good. Would definitely at least recommend this brand. I don't. Let me see. What brand of chinsko is this? What brand of chinsko is this? This is Add a Little Crunch, I think. No, non-fudo. Non-fudo. Yeah, that's probably not visible. Basically, it's not food, they say. Oh, excuse me. All right, moving on. What do we have here? So this one is Beni Imo Tart. So this is the purple potato tart. Okinawa sweets from Shiroma Seika. I'm not sure if that's the brand or an actual location. Let's see what the pamphlet has to say about this. So, okay, so it's Shiroma Confectionery. Okay, so it's the name of the place that made it. Soy, milk, egg, wheat, vegetarian friendly, yes. Made with 100% Okinawan sourced ingredients, the crispy dough sits below a creamy sweet mixture of red bean paste, of course, red bean paste again, and Okinawa's famous purple sweet potato, unmissable Okinawa tart. So their tip here is chill in refrigerator before eating to give it a little extra refreshing kick. I see. Let me just show you the page really quick. So this is what's supposed to look like. This is the Okinawan purple potato. Now, I think that looks a little bit different from ube. Let me just look that up really quick though. Okay, so Google searches. So for anyone that's not familiar with ube is a purple yam, not potato. It's an actual yam, and that is common, at least in the Philippines. I think it's also common in other places in Southeast Asia, but famously in the Philippines, this is our signature potato. This is the signature potato we use in desserts, especially ice cream. But you'll also see it in cake. I'm not sure what halaya is. At least I don't know the translation for halaya, but halaya I think is like some kind of ube jam. We use ube in everything, including donuts, pies, cookies, halo halo, and you know, anything sweet in the Philippines, probably use ube and sugar before the longest time. Anywhere. Well, it's everywhere basically. But ube and purple potato are not the same thing. There's a lot of confusion on what actually is ube and what is not ube. If you just look at it, I don't think you can tell easily if it's ube or not. But if you taste it, ube has a distinct earthy taste. And it's odd to say it, but it actually tastes purple. So there's an actual earthy purple taste to ube. And I don't know if that makes sense unless you actually have tasted it before. Don't forget the milk. Probably actually do need milk with it. Or maybe tea. Maybe give tea a try with it. But anyway, so that's what we have right now. That's what we have. This is this Benny Emo Tart. It's supposed to be chilled, but since we don't have it chilled, let's just check to see how it is at room temperature. I'll probably eat the second one chilled. All right. So pictures are usually bigger than the actual thing, but this one's not too bad of a size. So there's my hand, and it's about the same width as my camera. This way, camera. This way, okay. So it does look pretty much like the picture. Little potatoes, swirls. Maybe that might be a red bean. Hard to tell until we actually bite into it. But I can see why they want us to chill this for a little extra flavor. Let's give it a try now, though. But it's very soft. It's very soft. It is definitely a bready consistency. It almost tastes like ube. I don't know if it's because if Okinawan potato is the same. No, it's not. It's not ube. There's not ube. It is distinctly potato, but it has similar notes to ube as a flavor. But if you dig into it a little bit more, it is very distinctly potato, and not. It's similar to ube, but it is not ube. It's Nippon ube. Yeah, it is definitely Nippon ube. It's good. I just want to make it clear. It is good, but do not confuse this with ube. It's it's its own thing. It's its own thing. Do not confuse it with ube. That's the main thing I want to. That's the main thing I want to have you take away with it from this. It is very good though. Definitely probably better chilled. It kind of looks like a pie. It's a tart. They called it a tart, so we'll call it a tart also. I'm gonna finish this off. Very good with tea. I'm so glad we brewed this tea, because this is helping me a lot right now with the sweets. Okay, camera. Okay, we're over here. Tea. Cousin of ube, yeah. That would be accurate. That would be accurate. You guys want a sip of tea too? Here you go, guys. Here you go. Here you go. I wish I can brew you guys some tea. That would be great. Just have a little snack party. Everyone gathered around, tasting all this stuff, and you and me sharing impressions on what this actually tastes like. It's enough. I mean, for me, I like tasting different kinds of snacks and food from different places, just because it says a lot about the place that the snacks came from, like what they make and what they like, what they typically eat there. It says a lot about the place on, like, I don't know. I'm trying to find words. Words fail me. Prefer black tea. I'm more of a green tea person, but there are some good black teas I like a I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right. It's a puree, puree, Pure with an accent on top of it, and gunpowder tea. Those two are the black teas I like. Typical black tea, it's all right. It's all right. Typically I'm more of a jasmine and green tea guy. But black tea, if it's those two that I mentioned, those are good too. Okay, so next one. Now I know for sure that these have to be chilled. It would be a shame not to chill these. I think this one is mango. Please tell me I have to. They only gave me one. They only gave me one. Maybe I'll eat half of this and have the other half chilled once I get to it. But they only gave me one of each of these. Gosh darn it. Sakuraco, please, next time you pack jelly into the box, please give me two. Please give us like two of each one, because you know one is not going to be enough. You need at least two. One for the person that actually bought the box, and the other for maybe a backup or to share with someone else. Yeah? Yeah? Anyway, we have two things here. I'm gonna grab a spoon really quick because I didn't realize we were gonna have jelly today. All right, and the spoon I will be using is this thing. So this is a plastic spoon I got from one of those. So have you guys seen those little boxes of? It looks like a kid's toy thing, but it's like a kid's bake set kind of thing. And this came from one of those when I was trying it a long time ago. So that's what I'll be using for these. And I use it once in a while to measure really small stuff for cooking. Because apparently, this is 2 cc. So that's 2 ml. Alright, let's see some information about these jellies they gave us. So let's start with the... Oh, that's interesting. So the mango one is not just mango, it's apple and mango. I'm not sure what melange is. That's probably a French word that I don't know. But it is a apple and mango melange jelly. I think the Tales series has melange as one of their items. I feel like it's Tales or Star Ocean, I don't remember. But that sounds very familiar. A tropical pairing of apple and mango gives a tropical twist to this Japanese jelly. Refreshing and fruity, it is perfect for restoring energy on a hot summer day. Enjoy both chilled or frozen. Oh, frozen. Well, we can't freeze it anymore. I would freeze this if it wasn't open, but we're gonna open this now. And here's the bottom. Let's get a picture of that for posterity. It does have a nice round dome here, very voluminous. I want to say this is probably maybe 50 mLs worth of volume. Maybe, just by looking at it. It does say, I think it is... It does not say it's 16.1 grams. Yeah, it would be refreshing if I actually chilled the darn thing, but we don't have time for that. So Here we go. You know, if I had liquid nitrogen, like we can probably like flash freeze this, but don't do that, please. Like, don't buy liquid nitrogen just so you can flash freeze your food. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. Okay, very jelly. I'm just gonna open it halfway because I'm gonna freeze the rest of this after we do the little taste test. But it is jelly. It is jelly. Hopefully, do you see the jiggle on camera? Can you see the jiggle on camera? Like, if I tilt this too much, it's gonna spill on the rest of the stuff. So, jiggle. There's a jiggle. Hopefully, you can see the jiggle. All right, that's enough jiggling. All right, let's go. Oh, that's the bottom part. That's why. Oh my god, it's so delicate. Here you go, guys. Here you go. Wait, this way. And holy crap. How do I describe this thing? It is not at all what I expected. It's good, but not what I expected. So what do you think the texture of this thing is, just looking at this? Jelly, firm, soft? So when I first look at this, I expected some kind of firm-ish jelly, because that's the kind of jelly I'm used to. But this is very delicate, actually. It's almost, so when I scoop it up like this, there's like zero resistance to this. Normally, if you scoop jelly, there's a little bit of resistance to it because of the agar, usually agar, sometimes actual gelatin. But there's hardly any resistance to this. But yeah, when I actually eat this, it tastes like, the texture tastes like liquid fruit, a solid liquid fruit. Let me rephrase that if that's confusing. It has no give to it. I scoop it, I eat it, and once I eat it, it's like solid juice. It is quite the texture that I expect from Japanese pudding, because they like that sort of runny texture in their desserts. I would not have expected it with this though. The flavor itself, very light and refreshing. I definitely taste the mango. The mango though isn't quite as strong as the apple. The apple, it comes off a little sharp. Not well. Let me just take another one just to make sure. No, it's okay. So if I had to give this some ratio, maybe about 25% apple, 75% mango. Yeah, well, I don't know if semi-solid captures the texture I'm thinking of, but the best way I can describe this is it is still solid, but as soon as it hits your mouth, it turns into like it's like eating solid juice, but it's not firm. It is not firm. It is quite delicate. Very nice. This would definitely be good refrigerated. I don't know about frozen, but definitely refrigerated. Holy crap. I'm gonna put that in the fridge as soon as we finish this other fruit snack. So having eaten that, I'm kind of expecting the same here, but it does say jelly specifically, so it might be a little bit different. Let's see what this is actually. Excuse me. All right, so this is called Shikusawa jelly. I'm not sure what Shikusawa is, but according to the pamphlet, it kind of looks like a calamansi. I don't know if it actually is a calamansi, but it looks very similar to a calamansi. And if you're not familiar with what calamansi is, it is a citrus that's like a cross between a lime and a lemon, but it also has a bit of a taste of an orange when you bite into it. And you use it like a lime and a lemon to make things sour, and it can come off quite tart, so people typically dilute it a little bit to give it a little bit more refreshing flavor. But also it's used in condiments a lot, at least in the Philippines. I don't know if anyone else does it, but it's used in condiments a lot, especially with soy sauce and maybe even vinegar, even though vinegar is already sour. Dalandan, I'm not sure if it's dalandan. I don't think I've ever had dalandan before. If I had dalandan before, then I don't remember the taste of it. So I don't know. It looks like a calamansi to me. Does a calamansi and a dalandan look the same? You know what? Let's just look that up really quick before we eat this thing, because I'm curious. So calamansi. So this is what calamansi looks like. I think it looks quite a bit more orange than the fruit no, it looks the same. It looks roughly the same. So that's a calamansi. And dalandan. Let's see what dalandan looks like. So I think dalandan is closer to an orange size-wise. This one, I don't know if it's the same size as a dalandan, but I can definitely see the resemblance as far as the shape is concerned. But I think it's closer. I think it's closer to a calamansi. I think it's closer to calamansi, just because of the way it's presented in the pamphlet. Okay, so dalandan. Here's the dalandan. And then let's look it up on the internet because it'll probably be clearer. Shikawasa. Let's see what shikawasa looks like. And this is shikawasa. Now, if we look at this image, that looks closer to a calamansi to me. If you look at the rind of the shikasawa, it definitely looks more like a calamansi than it does look like a dalandan. Dalandan, the outside looks more like an orange but green. And then if you look at the calamansi, I think calamansi has a better rounder texture, but I definitely know there are some that don't look quite as round, like this one. It looks like it has some white bumps to it. I've definitely seen these ones, but they're more perfectly round than this thing. This thing is a little bit more uneven, and that definitely has a bit more. It looks more like a lime. I think it might be a cousin to a calamansi. To me, it looks like a cousin to the calamansi. Let's see if the taste actually is similar though. But let me just make sure if it says frozen or chilled. Definitely chilled. Enjoy chilled or try frozen as a sorbet, perfect for summer. Okay, so they also want us to try chilled or frozen. I'm just afraid that I'm going to like squirt juice all over the place. That would be bad. Okay, so it's definitely more jelly-ish. At least that's what it suggests to me. So it jiggles. Okay, this is firmer. This is definitely firmer than the mango apple melange. Definitely firmer, definitely more of a cut to it. Flavor is very, very delicate. I'm not sure if it's delicate on purpose because of the way this is made, or that's the actual flavor of the fruit. But very definitely delicate. Here's your share, guys. I took a big piece for you guys. Here you go. If I can get the center in the camera. Wait, this way. Come on. Up. Which way is this? Oh, up. Oh, okay. There you go. That is hard. That is hard to aim on the camera. Excuse me. The tea is melting my throat. Hold on. Very delicate flavor on this one. There is a very lime flavor to this, but it's not like overly sour. It's like lime flavor, delicate, light, and a little sweet. Just a little sweet, not too sweet. Like if you added excuse me again. If you added sugar to this, it'd probably be like a pinch of sugar, and that was it. But I can definitely see this being good as sorbet. Also chilled, very much so. This is gonna get chilled as well as the apple melange. I'm gonna do that right now and not expose them to the temperature for too long. So I'll be right back again. Alright, and hopefully that's the last trip I have to go into the kitchen until the end of the stream. How long have we gone so far? Oh, wow. An hour and a half. I didn't expect this to take so long. I thought I was only going to go for an hour and that'd be it. But hopefully you guys are enjoying the review so far. I know I am. I wish I could share some of this with you guys, but it being the internet, the only thing I can give you is virtual pieces of food. So I think, how many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think I spilled some juice in here actually. Maybe 6? Maybe 6 more? Corn? No, there's no corn. If you're looking at this, that's the second pack of tea. So let's put that out. I'm not sure what this is. It looks like Christmas cookie. What the heck is this? It looks like a Christmas cookie, actually. And my hands are sticky from the juice that spilled in the box. I'm gonna have to dry that up later. There's no corn, sadly. Speaking of corn, by the way. Not Okinawa, Hokkaido. Apparently corn is well known in Hokkaido for some reason. I don't know why. But maybe that's because where most of the pasture lands are. Ah, here we go. It is called an isa cracker. Isang cracker. Isa lang, huh? Isa. Just one. So wheat, soy, Japan grow. Oh, okay. So this is rice and finely chopped green seaweed. Crispy treat reminds us of a fresh ocean breeze, enjoyed with the crispy goodness with a Japanese senbei. Okay, so it's a senbei snack. Supposedly the green part is seaweed and this is a rice cracker. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Let's see what it actually tastes like though, but honestly, this looks like a Christmas cookie. I'm not sure if you've seen one of those like Christmas cookie trees. This is exactly what it looks like. Potato in Hokkaido, yes. Hokkaido has a lot of foods that you don't typically associate with Japan, but I think that's because the Dutch. It might have been because of the Dutch visiting the place and trading a lot with Hokkaido. Also Nagasaki, if I understand correctly. But Hokkaido has a bunch of Western foods like milk, cheese, potato, corn, which is from the Americas, so somehow they got corn also. I think that's the most part. There's also beer, Sapporo, but yeah, That's beer. Wheat, I guess. But yeah, it does look like a gingerbread. Though this is... Let me get that in mic. It is very airy. It is very airy, very light. Let's see how this snaps. It is a rice cracker. That's how it snaps. It snaps like a rice cracker. I was trying to get the crunch on the microphone, and I ended up eating the microphone. But it is sweet. That's not what I expected. It's also very soft. You heard how airy it was in the on the mic, I hope. It's not crunchy. I mean, there is some crunch to this, but it's not crunchy. It's more sweet. And puffy. That's the word, puffy. And I steeped the tea a little too long in my cup, so it's a little bit bitter now. I'm gonna have to take that out and rebrew that again later. But it is very airy, very puffy. Unexpectedly sweet. That's not what I expected when you say rice cracker and seaweed. I expected something a little bit more savory. But no, it's sweet. It's not bad, it's just unexpected. Yeah, this kind of collapses in itself. See that? It kind of collapses into itself. That's basically what happens when I put it in my mouth. Sweet though, sweet. Is this technically a mukbang, or is this a or is this actual food review? I can't tell the difference anymore. Because what's a mukbang? Isn't a mukbang like eating a lot of food at one time? Okay, let's go with this one because it's soaked in juice, and I think I need to finish that off first. What's that running emote? What do you mean? What are you trying to say with that running emote? Mukbang eats a lot of food. Man, honestly, I don't understand mukbangs. What's the appeal with mukbangs? Just the amount of food and living vicariously through the food that people eat? That's probably it, right? That's probably it. Anyway, we're gonna try this one next. Sata andagi with Benny Emo. So it's Sata andagi. If you've seen Azumanga Daioh before, it's mentioned there. But basically, what it is an Okinawan style donut. Think of it as like a donut hole. That's basically what it is. Except this one they filled with the purple potato from earlier. Supposedly, anyway. I don't know how much they filled it with. But the only thing I'm sus about this is, you know how donuts are when they're fresh versus they're packaged? So this is packaged, right? So I'm a little sus. Oh crap, then my camera died. I'm gonna have to replace the camera because this camera died. Good thing I have a backup. The one on the bottom looks like corn. Let me see. It is actually not corn. It is another manju, it looks like. But yeah, let me get my other camera going to replace this one that we're using because this one died. This one died. Alright, let me take off the camera here while we get it ready. Seriously, these cameras... So I'm not sure if I ever mentioned what I use for a camera. Not that I needed to, but it would just be helpful to know. But basically, I use like old phones as my camera because I don't have the cash to buy a proper one or get a camera adapter to attach to my setup. And my setup is very, very cramped, by the way. Phone, please, wake up. But yeah, we're using old phones for a camera. That's why the quality is as it is. Let's see. I forgot I didn't attach the old phones to the new Wi-Fi. I had to change my Wi-Fi out because I don't know if you knew, but but the Ethernet on the Wi-Fi actually has different speeds depending on the model. The model I had before can only do up to 100 megabytes, which was like half the speed I subscribed for my service. So it's like, okay, why am I not getting 200? I even complained to the internet company, and they said, oh, it's probably something wrong with your router. Of course I didn't believe them until we did several tests, and then it's like when I attached the modem cable directly into the PC, I was actually getting the proper speed. So it's like I had to look up the model number. I had to look up the model number on my router, and sure enough, its maximum speed on Ethernet was 100 megabytes. So it's like, okay, so I've been using gimped internet speeds for my desktop for the longest time, and I didn't even know about it. Okay, the camera's not connecting. But yeah, so far in this stream, what are there any snacks here you would like to try? I know all the snacks here look good so far, but any favorites for you? I'm kind of curious. And we'll probably keep doing this at least like once a month whenever I get the new boxes, just because it's gonna, hopefully they have different themes each month, and that's what makes these boxes fun, is that they have different what do you call it? They have different themes depending on the season. Manju, really? Okay. Hold on here. I'm trying to get the camera situated. Okay, let's do a better close-up on this. And then I think we are up. Yes! Alright. Alright, so what have I tried so far? What have I not tried so far? Okay. I think we haven't tried this one yet. I kind of put it to the side, but this looks like another this looks like another purple potato snack. This is a Bene Imo pie. So instead of the tart, the filling isn't inside this time. And it should be a puffy pastry. Okinawa Marikyo Seika Original. Is this actually a better camera, or is this the other one, or is it about the same? Yep, it's a wet box. It's a wet box. Alright, I am having trouble opening this thing. There we go. Oh wait, I mentioned that. Jeez. Okay, here's the pie. Here's the sata andagi. I mentioned sata andagi. I totally forgot about this. We're gonna do the sata andagi, the donut, and the pie. So they both have purple potato in each of them. The donut it feels like a cake donut, actually. I can't tell if it's oily or maybe it's just a text. No, there is a little bit of oil. My finger should be shimmering a little bit on camera. So there is a little bit of oil on this donut, properly fried donut. It is a cake donut. So it's kind of like a cake donut. And the inside is mixed with the purple potato. I can't really taste it though. There's a hint of it. There's a hint of purple potato flavor. But it's a little difficult to taste because of all the bread on this donut. Like, holy crap. Not bad. But just like any packaged donut, this is going to dry you out very, very badly. And better drink something with this: milk, tea, coffee, anything. Even water. Oh, jeez. Oh. Holy crap. That is dense. Oh. Yeah, I got some water here. I'm gonna drink some. I'm gonna finish off my tea, and I'm gonna also have a thing of water. This is very dense. It's good, but also very dense. All right, a little better now. A little better now. Okay, so here's a pie version. It looks very flaky, so there's a puff pastry around it. And it's soft, not flaky like you would think flaky as a pie. And the filling, let's see what the filling looks like. It is stuffed in there. It is definitely much like a paste. Very, very good. That's what I'm hoping to see. They didn't skimp on the filling. It's flaky on the outside, though not flaky throughout. The bottom is a bit more bread-like. It is creamy. It is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is lightly flaky. It's mostly on the top part of this. It's not flaky throughout, because if it was, this whole thing would break apart. And the filling, it is definitely on the creamier side, but it's also still I guess not pasty, but you can roll it up with your fingers and it's not smearing on your fingers. Kind of looks like little poop from here, but okay. Tasty poop though. Tasty poop. It's pretty good though. Very, very good. Oh, okay. I was wondering if there was another flavor was tasting there, but there's a little bit of butter. That's probably because of the pastry part. The puff pastry part. It's pretty good though. Really good. How much more do we have? Okay, we already ate this one. I think we only have 3 left. We have a manju. I don't remember if we had this one. I don't think so. And then we have another of the calamansi cousin, but this time in a cookie form. And then orange. I think this looks like an orange. This might be an orange. Let me see though. Okay, so let's try this one first. So this one is called a Kogane Shikusawa Manju. So this is sweet, sour, rich, sweet red bean paste, of course, wrapped up in light and airy manju cake. Yeah, to make it puff. You don't get puff pastry without butter. At least it'll be very hard. I mean, you could probably try using margarine, but I don't know if that'll work as well. I've never tried it myself. But basically, to make a puff pastry, you just need to trap. You need to trap like solid fat in pockets of dough. so that when it bakes, it puffs up and creates those air pockets. That's how you get puff pastry. And the butter taste is just because you use butter for it. I don't know if you can use, let's say, margarine or some other solid fat to do the same thing. It might not turn out... Oh, wait. I think you can use beef fat and pork fat. I think there's some recipes that use that instead of butter. So it doesn't have to be butter. It just has to be a solid piece of fat that you roll into the dough. And the camera is gone again. Why did the camera go out? Okay, let's bring camera back up. I didn't even touch it. It just went on its own. For whatever reason. Okay, I need to zoom in. Ah, crap. Why do you keep on going out? Hello, Hayden Senpai. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? We're doing a Japanese snack food review right now, and we are in Okinawa. No, we're not literally in Okinawa. We are tasting food snacks from Okinawa. And this one is from this packaging. This is the lime flavored fruit from Okinawa. It's kind of like the calamansi, and this is a manju. So, gosh darn. Stop doing this to me, Droid Cam. Why? Why do you do this to me, Droid Cam? I don't understand why this disconnects so easily. It's like, am I not giving you appropriate footage? It's like, I'm pretty sure I'm giving you appropriate input, so why are you not cooperating? Okay, manju. Red bean paste. Almost always going to be red bean paste. This is very soft, very bready. The outside is more of what your typical manju compared to the dry ones we had earlier. Excuse me. The inside, though, doesn't look like red bean paste. It looks more light, like a mung bean paste. But they specifically said red bean paste in the pamphlet, so this should be... it should be similar in sweetness to a red bean. The flavor, though, might be a little bit tart. That's my guess right now, because we're using a Okinawan lime, the shikuwasa. No, it's not it. It's not red. I'm kind of surprised myself. Very pillowy. Wow, that's actually really good. So if I had to equate this flavor to something, it's kind of like a key lime, but not quite as tart as a key lime. It's more like a lemon pie. It has that sort of flavor. It has that sort of flavor, very light, but also equally tart. Hey Zodira, welcome! Welcome, it's been a while. This is actually quite good. If you like lemon cookies, lemon pie, key lime pie, it definitely is that sort of flavor. And the pillowy texture of the manju. This is more what I'm used to for manju texture. That kind of texture and this kind of moisture on the red bean paste is more what I'm used to. Very good, highly recommended. Though I'm not sure if you can get this outside of Okinawa. Japan's pretty particular about their regional snacks. Like, you can only get some snacks in certain regions. I think that's how they encourage tourism to certain parts of the country. So yeah. Even though I haven't eaten, I don't feel hungry. That's because I'm feeding you guys as we're doing this, or at least I'm hoping I'm feeding you guys. So here's your bite, if I can get it on camera. This here up. Okay, that's yours. It's yours. Oh. Since I ran out of tea, I'm gonna have to go for the water now. Not as satisfying, but you know what? Gotta use what I gotta have. Okay, guys, 2 more snacks. Which one should we go for? Which one should we go for next? Another manju, or do we go for the cookie? So, I know the manju here. I think it might be a purple yam manju. So, Dira, this is the Sakuraco box. Apparently, the Sakuraco box for August is Okinawa, and I was expecting Hokkaido, but we got Okinawa instead. Everything has already been opened and tasted. Almost there. Which one should we do first, though? Should we do the cookie one, or should we go for the manju? Which one should we do first? Which one should we do? I think this might have purple yam. This is the lime cookie, or it might be a senbei. It might be a cream senbei. Which one should we do, though? First one that mentioned something. Manju? Okay, let's do manju. Let me just double check, though, if this is actually a purple yam manju. I feel like I may have eaten this one already, but... Oh, no, I haven't. Okay, it's not purple yam. I'm sorry to mislead you guys. It is not purple yam. It is brown sugar. This is our second brown sugar in the entire pack. The first one was the brown sugar candies earlier. This is brown sugar manju. I am going to be so hyped up tonight. I don't know how many calories I've eaten, but I feel like I've eaten almost 1,000 calories worth of snacks tonight. But you know what? No regrets. No regrets. At least I'm sharing some of the calories with you guys. I think, anyway. I think. Oh, great. I only have 29% battery left on this camera, so I probably should hurry up a little bit. Okay, brown sugar manju. And, you know, it's the same softness as the previous manju. It feels a lot wetter, though. Hello, says Ethan. Welcome to the stream, and thank you for dropping by. What? Hello, first time watching. Yeah. Yeah. So this is. Give me your hand. Okay, here. Yeah, you can hold hands. You can hold hands. But this is very moist compared to the other one that we had earlier. This is very moist. It's probably because of the brown sugar inside. I'm betting it's because of the brown sugar inside. This looks super sweet though. Holy crap. I wish I had some tea left over for this. But look, this looks super sweet. Tell me this does not have red bean. It probably does. Let's see. It does not say red bean. It just says brown sugar. Brown sugar was introduced into Okinawa in the 17th century, where it became a specialty of the region due to its favorable growing conditions. This gave us treats such as brown sugar manju, with an iconic chewy texture and fragrant brown sugar filling. Let me smell that. Oh yeah, that's brown sugar, all right. Oh. I think there is red bean in here. Red bean and brown sugar mix. Holy crap, that is strong. It's not super sweet, but it is pretty darn sweet. I may have too much sugar tonight. You need something to drink with this. Tea, something warm. It's almost too sweet for me, and I don't really. I mean, I like sweet stuff, but this might feel almost too sweet for me because the brown sugar is so concentrated with the red bean paste. I'm probably gonna have to brew a separate tea after this to finish the rest of this off because there's too much. Very soft though. See how soft that is? Very soft, very squishy. Very squishy. All right, let's finish this off with one more snack. We only got this left. And this is not a lemon. Apparently, it is yuzu. Yuzu Monica. So, if you're not sure what a Monica is, it's a wafer. It's just basically a wafer. That is a Japanese word for a wafer. You've probably seen those Monica ice creams, like the vanilla ice cream, sometimes with red bean paste, sometimes with chocolate. You may have seen the samanko, the taiyaki looking red bean ice cream things in the Asian market Asian market section, at least here in the States. I don't know if that's available. I don't know if it's present anywhere else except for Korea. But that's what Monica is. It's just a wafer, nothing too fancy about it. But the filling is a yuzu. Yuzu with white bean paste. White bean. Yeah, the States. I've never made that. I've never hid that. I'm in the States. I'm not telling you where in the States, but I am in the States. I am not Canadian. Like, hey, I don't say anything Canadian. I don't say Canadian stuff now. Crap. How do they speak Canadian? I feel like I'm gonna offend some Canadians doing that, but you know, I don't care. I don't care. Okay. So Monica, it is a wafer. Let me see if I can get the sound on camera. So dear, I wish I lived in Japan. I so wish I lived in Japan. If I lived in Japan though, my living conditions would be a lot smaller than they are right now. And I wouldn't be able to do cooking streams. Ah, okay, so you're actually in the Philippines right now. Let me see, if you're in the Philippines, so right now it should be around 10 a.m.? 10 or 11 a.m.? I think that's a time difference anyway. I have family in the Philippines. Not gonna say where, but they're kind of spread all over. Yeah, I think they're all in all three main islands. But anyway, here's the Monica. Very typical chrysanthemum pattern here. You'll see this chrysanthemum pattern on a lot of Japanese snacks. I'm surprised they have it in Okinawa though, because Okinawa used to be its own country before it got annexed by Japan somehow. I share so many Japan pics because I've visited Japan so many times. I've visited Japan 4 times so far. And I was supposed to go again last year until COVID hit. And COVID hit and no one can go anywhere. Okay, so I kind of want to open this sideways here. It's technically not a wagashi. I don't think Monica is a wagashi technically. But the inside here is very beany. There's a white bean paste. Japan likes their beans. That might just be East Asia in general, because I don't think I've seen so much bean usage outside Japan and Korea. I haven't been to Korea, but I hear it's the same thing. Everywhere else uses sugar because they actually have sugar cane, but bean paste. Come on. It is not crunchy. It is very it is very what do you call this? It's soft. You look at this, it's soft. It kind of just breaks apart when you press on it. And the flavor of the yuzu is very light compared to the yuzu I'm typically used to. I think I mainly taste the white bean paste with a hint of yuzu. It's strong enough to where you can tell it's yuzu or some kind of citrus, but it's not strong enough to tell me, oh hey, it's actually yuzu. It's like full-on blown yuzu. And I know Japan likes to use their subtle flavors in a lot of their foods. But this is very pasty, like very pasty. You can't even roll that up, that just kind of sticks to your fingers. But yeah, I think this is your typical manju filling, just in the Monica. Oh crap! Yeah, just in the Monica outer shell. It's good. It's good. But basically, that's the short of it as far as the Sakuraco box. You get quite a bit of snacks here. And I say quite a bit because we took about 2 hours to get through all of it. Not even including the short introduction and little breaks in between as far as introducing different ingredients. But overall, I would say if you want a not necessarily fancy, but a snack box that represents a region pretty darn well, I think this is pretty good. I haven't tried Baksu yet. I can't try Baksu and Sakuraco at the same time. That's just too expensive. But I think Sakuraco is a pretty good. It's a pretty good. What do you call this? It's a pretty good snack box. It's a pretty good snack box. Would recommend it. I know Baksu is more popular, but let me just remind you why I picked Sakuraco over Baksu. It's because of this and this. This was their promotion to get me to subscribe. The ceramic tea set, a very lovely tea set. This is what got me. And then they also give you, I think, one kitchenware. They give you one kitchenware in the pack as part of the box. So if you like collecting these Japanese style bowls and whatever knickknacks they may have, would definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. All right. That's all I have for today, guys. I was gonna do a little bit of a travel session through whatever region we were eating through, but it's been 2 hours already. And I think I can make a separate stream just on tourist spots that we might want to visit and what do you call this? Check out if we ever are able to go back to Japan. It's gonna be a while. I don't think Japan's gonna open any travel this year. Maybe next year at the earliest, considering all the stuff that's happening. So, as an ex-health professional, I used to be a health professional. As an ex-health professional, I do urge you guys, if you haven't gotten your vaccines yet, please get vaccinated as soon as possible. And if you are able to. If you're not able to, please stay safe and mask up whenever you have to go out, because that new COVID strain that is spreading, and we don't want that to spread any more than it already has. So that's my message for today. Get your vaccine if you haven't done it yet, if you can. If you can't, stay safe, please. Got vaccine and still mask up. That is probably a good practice. Also, it's good practice during flu season. Regardless, I'm so glad that we started doing masking stuff. But I hope it sticks after all this ends. Like in Japan, they use masks everywhere, especially when they're sick. Now, in Japan, they use masks for different reasons, not just because they're sick. They'll use it because they don't want to be seen, or they don't want to be seen without their makeup, at least for the ladies. Ladies will go out with a mask, will go outside with a mask if they don't have any makeup because they don't want to be seen without one. Some people use it because, hey, I just want to wear a mask and I don't want to be recognized by anyone. That's also a very valid reason. But another common reason that you would typically see a mask used for is because someone is sick. And usually the person that is sick will be wearing the mask. So just keep that in mind. Next time that you are sick and it's not COVID season, wear a mask if you plan to go outside. Don't infect everyone. That's just common courtesy to everyone else. But yeah, enough about that. I hope you guys enjoyed this food tour of the Sakuraco box. It's not Hokkaido. It's not Hokkaido. We went to Okinawa instead. Okay, so this is Okinawa. So this is what we got. And yeah, these are the prices for the Sakuraco box. It's not cheap, and this pretty much took out my entire snack budget for the entire year. Otsukare sama deshita. Hai, arigatou gozaimasu. Otsu, everyone, otsu. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I'll see you guys next time. So tomorrow I'm gonna have a stream. It's gonna be a gaming stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a way out with a friend. So if you want to see us try to get out of jail, please drop by. Until then, see you guys next time and have a nice rest of your day, everyone. Goodbye. Woo.